Hey guys, JackOps here and welcome back to a brand new video. So today I'm going to be talking about my work experience. I don't really need to tell you what work experience is, as the title speaks for itself. So I'm a person that has a liking towards modern tech, like computers, game consoles and smartphones. Just on Monday the 15th of May, I picked up my work experience at an internet cafe that also happened to build PCs and repair them along with smartphones and laptops. By the way, this is where I got my gaming PC from. I'm not going to give out the name of the place I worked for the sake of internet privacy. I was to work through the week from the 15th to the 19th, opening at 10 AM and closing at 6 PM. This is long hours for somebody doing work experience, but hell, at least I got better sleep than a typical school morning. When I first arrived on Monday, the boss asked me to dismantle a PC, which I was excited to do despite I never had much experience in dismantling PCs. It didn't really matter that much as it was an old donated one. It was basically to show off what I knew about PC dismantling at the time. After successfully dismantling the PC, I was asked to rebuild it, which to my surprise I was pretty good at that too. Most of it was just screwing parts in. It was mainly the motherboard that was a pain in the ass to wire up to the other computer components. However, after doing that, the boss never had much work for me to do. I know this is bragging, but I think he underestimated me. But no, it was only because it was work experience and they didn't trust me with much of the equipment, which is reasonable. When I came in on Tuesday, however, there was more work for me to do in this day than any other day. With one of the other bosses of the business, I had to go with him and install a hard drive onto an outdated security system in a student accommodation building. The boss, who I was working for, had a partnership with another person who owned the student accommodation building. After installing the hard drive, this boss needed to collect the rent money from the students who didn't pay the rent. As if it was part of the partnership agreement, we went round each room asking each and every student who was in the building at the time when they were going to pay their rent. Also, to my surprise, there wasn't anybody who stormed at the boss trying to come up with an excuse to why their rent wasn't paid. After dealing with the security system and the students' overdue rent payments, the other boss wanted me to go with him to drop off a customer's repaired iPhone at their business building. When Wednesday came around, this was where there was not much work for me to do again, just like Monday, except it was a bit worse. The most useful thing I got out of that day was learning how to boot a hard drive and to check one for any errors. Also, I learned how to do a memory test to check if a RAM stick was working correctly or not. On Thursday, I was asked to dismantle a very old Windows XP laptop. Comparing to my experience with dismantling a PC on Monday, this was a much bigger ball ache. After maybe spending a full hour dismantling the laptop, it was basically a mess and there was no way I could put it back together. Thankfully, I wasn't asked to. Finally, on Friday, I was given another laptop to dismantle. However, this was a younger laptop and it was much easier to dismantle. Gathering that I was more successful dismantling the younger laptop, I was asked to put it back together. And to my surprise again, I was able to finally put it back together. However, it only powered on for about 5 seconds and it turned itself off. The cause was because it was a donated laptop that chances were it wasn't going to work. So at least it wasn't my fault, well at least I don't think it was. Also, the boss didn't really have any more work for me to do and it was my last day, so I was allowed to go 2 hours earlier than usual. So there you have it, a short story of how my work experience went. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate my experience as 6, however the missing 4 is mainly due to the lack of work I was given. But that was obviously because I didn't trust me with repairing or building a customer's PC. But anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe. This is JackOps, signing off.